So I just brought up change management, everybody's perhaps heard of Carol Dweck and her book on mindset, and you can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. So read up on that, figure out who you're dealing with at your company. Simple bifurcation. It doesn't mean there are only two buckets, but you can spot things in people, and then you can help them move along the path in their career. And let me get a little bit philosophical, because if your business doesn't have a people strategy, you don't have a business strategy. I mean, it affects everything, your bottom line, period, and everything. So people are afraid of change. Hey, I've been doing it the same way for a decade or longer. And then the company shows up and says, hey, here's a tool. We hear this from our customers, and that is one of the key things that happens when you bring in technology like TraceGains is departments cooperate in a way that hasn't been possible before. And that is the number one outcome per a survey that we did early in the year. The number two outcome is obvious, and that is, it helps us with our compliance needs. But the biggest benefit was in departments cooperating. Everybody's looking at the same data. Everybody has the same input. There's obviously, history on audit trail as to who did what to the data. That is basic stuff. What happens next? And this is from a case study from a customer who brought this to us. We didn't ask them. When they brought on TraceGains and it was fully up and running, they were able to redeploy people to the jobs for which they were trained. You don't get a master's in food science or biochemistry to be a paper clerk. And so the result is not just that you actually get to do what you went to school for. The result is that this particular company redeployed people from reactive work to proactive work, which sounds nice, except for they told us they're saving several $100,000 a week. They're obviously a fairly large business, but the point is, happier people, more money, everybody wins.